Nation, really appreciate you all. Thank you all for being part of the mix. Just want to give you guys my quick recap of what all occurred during this press conference. Pretty much, Jaylon Smith is the dog out there, man. He's a beast, man. Goat, however you want to give him, whatever animal character you want to give him. He's just that person. My thing is, Cowboy Nation, he did a noble thing. He went on ahead and signed his contract. There wasn't a lot of back and forth going on. And Jerry Jones lamented the fact that, hey, this team is on the level where everybody can be one of those things, whereas we in the right direction. We heading down the right path. So I'm looking at all those things as it relates to Jerry Jones' conversational piece on Jaylon Smith. Now, he did mention the pie, the piece of the pie. The pie has become a little smaller now because of this new signing of Jaylon Smith. Of course, money, you got to allocate money here, you got to allocate money there. So that's just the reality of it. I've just got to make sure I'm live. Just give me a wave emoji, or give me a wave if you guys are able to hear me, see me, and these sorts of things. But my thing is, Cowboy Nation, shout out to my Facebook panel. I can see you all here as well. Really appreciate you all there. Give me a few seconds while I set this table up for you all. Cowboy Nation, don't let this contract get in the way of not signing Dak Prescott, Amari Cooper, Ezekiel Elliott. There are plans and put in place for those guys to be signed. It's just that it just have yet to happen yet. And it's one of those things too, where we got to look at it and say to ourselves, Cowboy Nation, let's just breathe and relax, because what's Jaylon Smith contract? $64 million guaranteed, $64 million contract, 5-year contract. 34 of that money is guaranteed. Woo! That boy got paid, baby, and he deserved every penny of it. And he was talking about betting on himself, putting things in the right perspective of saying to himself, hey, I can do this. You know, I have the ability to play in the National Football League, because at one point, a lot of people didn't believe in the fact that I would ever play football again. And I'm talking about Jaylon Smith. You see the guy behind me, the predator, the monster himself. So that was good, man. That was good altogether. Let me see if I can jump over to this panel here, man. I really appreciate you all, man. Thank you all for tuning in to the nation. Guys, I cannot make this stuff up. Jaylon Smith is now going to be a Cowboy probably for life. That may be his calling. See what happened when you show up to work hard and not pouting like a BA? I'm that dude, that drunk dude. I'm that dude. Look, I agree with what you're saying. A lot of times negotiation can occur when you are in the mix. A lot of times, whatever reservations, like Stephen Jones said, that somebody may have had of you, can go away because they can see your work ethic. Then they can start looking at your overall temperament. Are you a captain of the team? Are you willing to be the first person there, the last person to leave? That type of stuff goes a long way, especially when you talk about the National Football League, especially when you're talking about playing and for the Dallas Cowboys. And then I'm gonna whisper to you guys, don't tell the world this now. This is some inside secrets. Don't tell nobody now. Don't be surprised if Jerry Jones invests in Jaylon Smith business. Don't be surprised. You know, Jaylon Smith got his own personal business. Don't be surprised if an angel investor say, okay, here's a little cash here. Here's a little something there. You know what I mean? Look, man. When you play for the Dallas Cowboys, when you play with that silver and blue all over your body, you have that star in your helmet. It goes a long way. And a lot of these people fail to realize it until after they retire, you see. There's a lot of players that play football in the National Football League said, man, I wish I played for the Dallas Cowboys because it would have helped me out on my side business. Because a lot of times people like to count what they have in their hands now and forget to plant those seeds that they have in their hands for tomorrow. You see what I'm saying? Or for the next week, or for the lifetime down the line. Because you go swabble over $3 to $4 million and you end up being like DeMarco Murray. You see, it was like over $3 to $4 million, He didn't like the deal. He went over there to Eagles land, and then he folded up from there, and then he went to Tennessee, and then Tennessee already drafted somebody. And then he's just like, hey, I'm looking for a job now. I can't find nothing, so I'll retire. Don't have nothing else. Don't have any other side business or side hustling going on. So not saying that he's broke. Of course, he got more money than we can count. But that's just the story of down the line when he hits his 40, when he gets into his 50s, when he gets into his 60s. What do you have in plan? What do you have in store down the line? And I'm telling you guys right now, the guy behind me, Jaylon Smith, he's a forward thinker. You know, he's thinking like, okay, not just this move will set me up for tomorrow, but this move will set me up for next month, 10 months from now, 12 months from now. Faith. What up, Jay Farm, man? What's good, man? Appreciate you. It is time. It is me. It was this press conference. Shady as oh, yeah. It was shady because Jerry Jones did, and I'm glad you mentioned that, Jay. Jerry Jones did mention that when he signed Jaylon Smith, he was saying that, hey, a guy that shows up to work, and regardless of whether or not people already had their thoughts on him, he showed up to work on time. And he said those things. So, I mean, there could have been a jab at some other player, and I'm not going to say his name because I don't want to fault, fake news law, but you know how it goes. Jerry take care of his guys. This is from Mandy on my Facebook panel. Jerry take good care of his guys. And people fail to realize, if anything, I wish I had a chance to play for the Dallas Cowboys. Just as a backup of a backup of a backup. Jerry take care of those guys. He take care of the water boy. Matter of fact, he take care of probably Tupac and Biggie. He take care of people, man. That's Jerry Jones. Now, sometimes his business antics are kind of screwed a little bit. But if you have a heart-to-heart with Jerry, just like this, who was it? Come on, man. Get there, man. Who was it? I think it was Dez. Was it Dez Bryant? That he said he had no problems. No, it was David Irvin. David Irvin said, hey, I had no problems with Jerry Jones. He was cool with me. I just had problems with Jason Garrett. So what I'm saying is I'm not saying that David Irvin is a model citizen, but what I'm saying is that David Irvin himself said, hey, I can talk to Jerry. I won't be surprised if Jerry say, hey, I can invest in your business as well. We don't know. Who else do we have here on my Facebook? Wayne Hill said this is a beautiful story. It is. It's a grandstanding story because of the fact that one scout says he would never play football ever again. One doctor said he should never play any contact sport. He should be careful getting out of the bed. We don't think that he will ever be able to walk again naturally. Somebody else said that, hey, we had him high on our boards, but we had to take him off because there's no chances of him ever being in anybody's contact sport. And some scouts evaluated had him higher than Joey Bosa as well as Ezekiel the main man Elliott. So for us to have him on our team, man. It's a blessing in disguise. And then also they did the comparison analysis of the other kid from UCLA. Man, help me out. My mind is gone. He played linebacker as well. He linebacker / running back from UCLA. He was drafted by, I want to say, oh my goodness, my mind is gone. Y'all help me out. I think he was drafted by Carolina Panthers or somebody. Help me out, because it was either him, he had an injury, and it was either Jaylon Smith. Put his name down below. He was a linebacker. Myles Jack. He had played for the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm saying the Carolina Panthers. I was close, but no cigar. So at the time, we was looking at it like, man, come on, Myles Jack. He played decent his first year, He was still flying out to the ball. I think the Jaguars had gets a decent record, and he did played all right, okay, his second year as well. So we was looking at it like, man, the Jaguars did a good deal. But the Cowboys doctor was like, no, we still have faith and hope in Jaylon Smith. Mick Diesel says they're getting ready to cut Ezekiel Elliott. I don't know if they're getting ready to cut Ezekiel. Ezekiel Elliott is a once in a lifetime running back, but Ezekiel Elliott, I think that his advisory level is just not all the way up to 100%. I can see, like, literally, I'm gonna say this again. Literally, I can see Ezekiel Elliott's argument. I can really see it. You guys can see his argument too. But then on the other side, it's just the wrong timing for his argument. If he would have just had an outstanding year last year, well, this year I meant to say, and then he said, well, my last year I'm gonna hold out, then I can fill it with that, But to hold out 2 years prior, come on, man. If I was Ezekiel Elliott, this is just me speaking. I never got a chance to touch and feel $1 million, but he did. You know what I mean? But if I was Ezekiel Elliott, and I'm talking about just in me, this is just my thoughts, my opinions. It's not yours, it's just mine. I would ball my you-know-what out this year. I would put all of my chips on the table for this year. And I do know that running backs' lifespan is smaller year by year, but I would prove to the world that, hey, I can stay off the field troubles. I'm the best running back in the league. Everybody talking about Todd Gurley, Le'Veon Bell. I would have removed all doubts because now I have some arsenal. I have some weaponry behind me. That's what I would do. And then his last year, we're going into his last year. Hey, I said, hey, if you guys not giving me nothing, I'll hold out. I'm not signing nothing. I'm not signing no franchise tag. I'm not doing none of that stuff. And I think that would have been a better move because it just don't look right. For example, you guys know I love Ezekiel Elliott, but being late for a practice meeting, you run a red light and you hit somebody's car, and then Jerry Jones, the guy that you said is being disrespectful, talking about Ezekiel who, all of a sudden cover that up and now it's brought to the forefront. They finna get sued $20 million and you not showing up. If Ezekiel Elliott, look, when I went out there to training camp, it was hundreds of people with Zeke 21 jerseys, and I know they wasn't cheap. Hundreds of people wearing that jersey out there, 2-1 all over their back. Don't you think that they pay their hard-earned money for that? And you not even showing up? All Ezekiel Elliott had to do is at least bare minimum just show up to practice, show up to camp and say, you know what, dog, I'm not feeling this. Look, I've been the bell cow. I've been end-all be-all for the last 3 years. I want my money. I'm not going to lace up nothing until I get paid. What we're going to be doing every day is contract negotiation. But as a right for those who supported me, especially through all of the bull BS that I went through, I'm here. I bet you they would account and they would have weighed more than practicing individually out there in Cabo or doing whatever you're doing. You see? But that's a story of a different day. You saw what Jaylon Smith did. He didn't say, well, I'm going to sit out and hold out. He said that during the press conference. If you guys want to rewind and rewatch the press conference, it's on YouTube. Check it out. Or it's on their Facebook. It's on their Instagram. It's on the website. Check out the press conference. You will hear that Jaylon Smith said, hey, I knew the circumstances. I knew the situation that I was in. But I showed up anyway. You see? Let's get that ring, Cowboys fan 91. Yes, let's get that ring. Yes, indeed. We're going to have to find a way to snatch that ring away from the oppositions this year. And I think that we have a strong chance to do so. We do. We really do. Let me see what else we have over here on my YouTube, on my Facebook. Myles Jack. Yes, Ryan. Yes, Ryan. Appreciate you, man. Good contract, front loaded, a bit to take out some of the risks. This is David from the Facebook panel. Yes, so the contract is front loaded. Okay, I didn't get a chance to read into the details of the contract. I just saw the outlinings of the contract. I'm gonna repeat for those who just jumped in on the show over here. The contract is $64 million, $34 million guaranteed. It's going to be around, quick math, anywhere from $11 to $12 million a year, give or take. And that's a good deal. In the press conference, Jaylon Smith did mention that he wanted to force his mom into retirement, meaning that he wanted to take good care of his mom. And don't us all, every day I'm looking for chances and opportunity to make enough money to help my mom out, you see. So we all do that, for our parents, especially for those who raise their kid the hard way, you know what I mean? And it's a very noble thing. And now he said that he had the resources to do so. Not saying that he didn't have it before, because he was only making $4 million. Remember, Cowboy Nation, the money that they make on a second contract will always trump the first contract, especially their rookie contract. So Ezekiel Elliott and even Dak Prescott and Amari Cooper, the money that they're going to make off of their second contract should be light years ahead of their first contract. That's just how the contract world is set up. Now, what get me twisted a little bit when they say there's not enough money to feed my family. That's the only thing that kind of like, I don't know about that. You should be able to feed your family with the money that they give you. But I do know that, just like my guy Antoine, he was saying that it is a measurement contest. So, all right, Cowboy Nation, I don't want to steal all your time. We're going to be live like 95 later on tonight, Cowboys Experience. I want you guys to check out our live channel. It's going to be at, I want to say 9 o'clock Central Standard Time. We're going to be able to give you guys more recaps, more in-depth conversational piece. Me, Big Game James, and producer G, we're going to be live like 95, talking Cowboys Experience. And we really want to see you guys this year at the games. And we have great, excellent ticket prices and things of that nature. Can't wait to see you all there. Shout out to Jaylon Smith again. Post your thoughts, post your concerns. List them down below of Jaylon Smith. Do you guys feel that was the right move? Do you think that it was too soon for us to make that move on Jaylon Smith? Because Jerry Jones did mention about the pie. They sliced the pie in half, so now it's smaller pie out there. So we don't know whether or not Amari Cooper, Ezekiel Elliott, and Dak Prescott is going to get that mega contract that they was looking for now, because the pie is smaller now. But we can play a game. Would you rather? Would you rather have Jaylon, or would you rather have Amari Cooper? Would you rather have Jaylon, or would you rather have Ezekiel? Would you rather have Ezekiel, or would you rather have Amari Cooper? Those type of things. Post your thoughts down below, Cowboy Nation. I really appreciate you all. Don't forget to hit that like button, share this content, let a friend, neighbor, foe know where they can go when they want to tune into. And remember, the Cowboy Sports Talk. You are listening in to nothing but the best. That type of talk. You know what I'm talking about, Cowboy Nation. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Let's go. That's been my time. Peace. I'm out.